everybody, my name's Renee and this is my cash stuffing journey. If you're new here, thank you so much for taking a chance of clicking on this video. I hope you decide to like, subscribe and stick around for a while. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your ongoing support. So happy Easter. It is Easter Sunday here right now. The kids are still asleep and I have just played the Easter Bunny. Although, did anyone else eat too many snacking eggs while they were being the Easter Bunny? I know I did. So today is Shoutout Sunday, round 2, week 1. So when I decided to do this again, I wanted to pick like all new channels as much as I could. So channels that I've never seen before, channels from different countries, and I might even throw in a couple of random like Etsy appreciation ones. And I might just buy a bunch of stuff off Etsy and showcase that. But what I'm gonna do is I've got 4 channels today. I've got All Things Aussie Saver, Jane Budgets, Budget with V, and Gabby Marie Cooking. The last one is an interesting one and I'll get to that later. But excuse me, I got some really good feedback about how I can improve my videos and my recording. I think I've mentioned it before, but my channel has kind of stalled, and it's a bit disheartening because I put so much time and effort and thought into my channel and I love engaging with everybody, but ultimately my goal is to reach 1,000 subscribers this year. And not only is my channel stalled, but I'm losing subscribers, and quite frequently. And I reached out to the YouTube community, and everyone was amazing. They're a YouTube for cash stuffers, or it's like a cash stuffing YouTubers channel on Facebook. And yeah, I got some really good feedback. So one of the feedback was like having a bit more like decoration in my filming, because it's very boring. It's just my desk. I am limited by space. I have bought a candle to put in, but I have a penchant for setting things on fire. I don't mean to, but it happens. So I'm not really sure if that's the safest option, depending on the space I have. So I also bought like a couple of little decorative things, and I actually got a really good idea from Jane Budgets, and I might use that. And then another one was my budget sheet was a little bit confusing because it's so small and my writing is so small and it's all just one sheet. There was nothing divided. It was a bit confusing. So what I've done is I've redesigned a whole new budget sheet. So I'm going to be introducing that in the videos, not the videos for the next 2 weeks because I've already done them, but the following 2 weeks. So you'll see the updated sheets. And what else was there? The audio. Apparently the audio is quite bad, which I'm aware of, but I am just working off my camera on my phone, which I've actually dropped a lot. so the speaker's not that great, but I am saving up to buy a microphone and a new phone stand off Amazon. So hopefully I'll be able to do that this coming pay cycle. If not, it might be a couple of pay cycles, but I am working on it. In the meantime, I'm trying to get closer to the phone and I'm trying to talk louder. The problem with that is a lot of the time I film really early in the morning when everyone's asleep. It's why I do sound a bit quiet when I film, because I don't want to wake everyone up, and I can't do it when everyone's awake. So yeah, that's just kind of a really quick update on how everything's going, but let's get into today's shoutouts. So first we have All Things Aussie Saver. She has a very new channel, very new channel. When I last looked, she had 16 subscribers, so I want everyone to head on over there, say hi, let her know I sent you, and let's get her up to that, as close to 100 as we can get her, because that first 100, if you have a YouTube channel, you know, that first 100, it feels like the worst, and I think getting to 1,000 feels like the worst. Everything in between can go quite quickly. But that first 100 and that 1,000, oh, they're a kicker. So let's try and get her as close to 100 as we can. She was a subscriber of mine, and I actually follow her on Instagram. She posted her very first video not that long ago, actually. I did watch all of her videos. When I did it, I think she had 2, maybe. She lives in Queensland, and oh my god, the way she describes it, it sounds like paradise. She lives on some land, and she's got a menagerie of animals, and she lives with her family, and I just think that sounds like paradise, just living on some land with your family and animals. Like, it sounds amazing. In her videos, it was really, really great because she was getting her daughter involved in the cash stuffing, and the one I saw, it was at savings challenges. Her daughter was starting savings challenges, so it was really, really great to see an actual live example of building that healthy relationship with money and budgeting and saving. And I wish I had that when I was younger. My parents, they scrimped and they saved, they struggled, and there was just no, it was survival. We were surviving, and that was about it. So I grew up of kind of a different perception of money, and then I've mentioned this before, when I got my own job and it was paying really well, I didn't know what to do with it because I paid all my bills, and then there was just money left. Like, even after we did grocery shopping and all of that stuff, like, and I didn't know what to do with it, so I wasted it. And that got me into a very bad cycle of getting money, paying my bills to survive, and then getting rid, like, wasting the money. And now that I'm 35, like, it's coming around to roost. Like, it's been coming around to roost for a while, but I think I kind of finally hit rock bottom, and now we're digging our way out of that hole. And it's really good to see that parents are, like, bringing their kids into budgeting. This might have been happening all along, but I wouldn't know. So it's really, really good to see that she's getting her family involved. She didn't really have that many videos. Like I said, when I watched it, she only had 2. She only had 16 subscribers. So please, please, please head on over to her channel. That's all_things_Aussie_saver, and head on over, watch all her videos, comment, like, subscribe, let her know I sent you, and let's try and get her as close to that 100 as we can. I know we can do it. The next one is Jane Budgets. She's also very new to YouTube. She only had 2 weeks worth of videos. She is paid weekly, and she's working towards getting her finances in order. And she has the tiniest wallet I have ever seen in my life. I wish I could be that minimalist. I swear to God, it was about this big. It was so tiny. It was so cute, so beautiful. Her envelopes were minuscule. Like I said, I wish I could be that minimalist. But in my wallet, I've got cards, I've got rewards cards, I've got, like, receipts. It's nuts, absolutely nuts, and it takes up my whole bag. Oh, sorry guys, bump the camera, because it's all up in my face. Yeah, so I wish I could be that minimalist, but she is recently a proud auntie. She started cash stuffing in March, so, like, that's how new she is. Like, we're only on the 8th of April. Like, she's a baby cash stuffer. Which is really, really great to see so many people entering into the community now. Like, you're always getting new channels or new Facebook groups or new followers. Like, it's amazing, absolutely amazing. And I'm hoping that if enough people get on the bandwagon of budgeting and cash stuffing, and that we can kind of stop that toxic cycle with money. I know I plan to stop it with mine. Like, it's Evelyn, and we try and teach William about money and budgeting, but his understanding and concept of money is it's impacted by his diagnosis of autism and his anxiety too, because he struggles so much to make decisions, and he worries about the decision he makes. So he's very reluctant to spend any of his money. So he's a really good budgeter, he's a really good saver. But that just comes down to part of it being he doesn't have the capability. We are working on that, and then it's something that we will be working on with Evelyn from a young age. So even now, she's got a little money box that she puts money into. So that whole cycle of paycheck to paycheck is hopefully going to stop with me and Les. She does cash stuffing and savings challenges. And actually, when I was watching her video, she had beautiful decorations. They were very, very minimalistic. She just had a candle, and she actually had a book. It was, I think it was Chanel. Like, it was like a little Chanel book, and she had a candle on top. And I thought that was so beautiful. But then I also realized that we had the same set of books. It was like a really nice set of books with all like designers in it. So it's got like Chanel, Dior, Gucci, Christian Louboutin. So, and it's just all about the designer. So I thought I might maybe borrow that idea because hers looks beautiful. So head on over to Jane Budgets. Everyone is going to be linked down in below. So head on over, say hi, like, comment, subscribe. And then we've got Budget with V. She is 26 years old. She's also an Aussie budgeter. She gets paid fortnightly. She does cash stuffing, savings challenges, and grocery shopping on a budget. And she's going on a cruise for Christmas. How amazing would that be? I think that's the best idea I've ever heard in my life. Going on a cruise for Christmas. No muss, no fuss, no cooking, just living the best cruise life you've got. And she's currently saving for an overseas trip. And number 4 is Gabby Marie Cooking. Now, I typed in cash stuffing videos, or I think I just typed in cash stuffing and just basically went through the list to see what came up. And this channel, Gabby Marie Cooking, came up. Now, from what I can see, it's actually predominantly a cooking channel, but she does have cash stuffing videos in there. So I didn't realize it was mostly cooking until I kind of got through all of her cash stuffing videos, because I just went straight to the playlist. But she does have some pretty amazing stuff on there. She has some really, really, really good cooking videos. So head on over if you like something different and you like to mix it up a little bit. Her channel is the one to go to. So her first cash stuffing video was 2 years ago. She wanted to get her finances in order, and she's paid bi-weekly or fortnightly in Australia. And what I really loved about her channel is she's one of the very few cash stuffers that I have seen personally that started out with just white office envelopes. Just plain white office envelopes. She had a little bit of like washi tape she used to decorate them and put the labels on. She very, very, very basic. And after she'd been doing it for a while and she knew that she was going to stick with it, that's when she decided to get herself a binder, and then she made her own laminated envelopes, and then she got labels, and she got her dad to write on the label because apparently he's got very nice handwriting. So very, very minimalistic, and it's so hard, and it's so hard to not want all the great things, because it's so easy to get lost in all the pomp and circumstance. Like, it's so easy to get lost in all the pretty binders and the decorations and the multiple different envelopes, but ultimately you don't need any of that to cash stuff. You could literally have one envelope with a paper divider in it. You might decide to go cashless at first and just use some paper with like office printer paper with just some denominations on it, and you cash stuff that. You can literally just use the plain white envelope. I know some people get the like accordion things, and it's got like all the different slots in it. I've seen people use those, but she's a really good example of how you literally don't need anything but envelopes to start, and even then you could probably work your way around it if you didn't even have those. So if you're waiting to start this journey to afford a binder or anything, you don't need it. it's amazing to have it, but you don't need it. So she also did Yep, so she fell in love with the cash stuffing videos. She loves watching them, but her channel is predominantly cooking now. But there's still some really interesting and good information in her cash stuffing videos. Now, I actually do have a couple of my own savings trackers today to show off. But first I wanted to talk about, someone posted a comment in the Facebook group I'm in, and it was about, they were asking if there's anyone else out there who was struggling to pay for a binder and savings challenges and struggling to find the motivation to start because they find those things helpful. I am very much one of those people. I did start out with the plain white envelopes. It didn't last long, maybe a week or two, and then I was online spending money. But once I got them, I found myself more motivated to put money in them. So I understand why people are so insistent on wanting to buy like binders and envelopes and things like that, because it helped me. And savings challenges, it helped me keep me motivated. It kept me engaged. I like how it looks because I've got them all sitting on my desk. It reminds me of what my goals are, where I came from, and where I want to go. And it broke my heart that so many people, like there was over 20 comments of people saying, yes, unfortunately we can't afford it and it's really hard and I'm trying to save for that, but it's difficult. And I know what it's like to have barriers in your cash stuffing journey that are sometimes out of your control, which can be extremely disheartening. It can be off-putting, and it can make you want to give up. And I don't like that. I don't like it at all. I don't like feeling powerless. I don't like others feeling powerless. So what I'm going to do is, I don't know how the logistics are going to work, but as a small business owner who does cash budgeting items, I would like to figure out a way to do, for example, like a pay it forward. So I'm thinking of maybe having like an additional thing on my Etsy that you can select. Like maybe you could donate like 50 cents or $1, and all that money would go into a pool, and I would use that to pay it forward to people who can't afford budgeting items. I wish I could just give it to them myself. I just wish I could give them all a binder, but unfortunately, just financially, I can't do that yet. Maybe one day, maybe that would be a goal, having stuff like that available for people in need. But at the moment, I'm trying to figure out a way that I can help people moving forward. The only other thing I could think of is if I create like a discount code and they can use it in my store only, but then even then that's me taking another financial hit, and there's some things I can't adapt on, like postage. So if anyone's got any ideas of the logistics of all of that, if they've got any suggestions on how I might be able to achieve that, whether it be like, I know on Etsy that you can like tip someone or like buy them a coffee or something. Maybe that would be a way to go, and then whatever money is in that kitty I can then use to give people really heavy discounts in my shop, or like, for example, buy them an Etsy gift card which they can then use when they have the rest of the funds. I'm not quite sure, but if you've got any ideas, can you please let me know, because this is something I feel really passionate about. People shouldn't be limited by their finances, I think, in that regard. Like, you shouldn't be limited in the ability to save because of your finances. And the fact that people are struggling to buy budgeting items that would help them is also kind of really sad to me. And yes, I understand that you can start with white envelopes. I understand that. But unless you understand what it's like to need those things to save because they keep you motivated and engaged, it's really kind of hard to describe. But yeah, so any ideas around that whole pay it forward thing, please put them down in the comments below. I would really like to hear them. Hopefully I can sort something out and I can help people. Another concern is that some people may take advantage of the service So yeah, I don't know, I've got to try and figure it out. So any help would be muchly appreciated. So before I head out, I'm launching a whole bunch of new challenges today. This is a very long shout out Sunday. I usually don't do them this long, but I had a bit to catch you up on. So the first one is, as you know, I'm starting I started to see a exercise physiotherapist, and she's given me kind of like little tasks to do. So I thought I would do like a fitness daily challenge. So each time I complete my exercises, I fill it in at the end of the month. I think I might do like $1 a day maybe, because then at the most it's going to be $31. And then there's a section for like what month it is, how much you're putting in per day, and then how much you saved. So I thought that was a nice little fun savings challenge. And then I have a fitness active wear. That's something that I find that I need comfortable clothes to do it in, like when I go to my appointments. So I've created this one so I can save up for like some new clothes. Fitness, so like a gym membership if you wanted to save for the gym, and then equipment, so if you wanted to do it at home. So I was hoping that using those, it would cover kind of all of your bases. And this will come, I'm not sure if I'm going to do these individually or if I'm going to do them as a pack. I might do it as both, I'm not quite sure yet. But that's my fitness savings challenge pack. And I actually fell behind in these. So March birth month is aquamarine. So these are my monthly birthstone savings challenge. So aquamarine is March, and then diamond is April. So there's those two. And these will be up today. Okay, so please head on over to All Things Aussie Saver, Jane Budgets, Budget with V, and Gabby Marie Cooking. Like, comment, subscribe, let them know I sent you. Everything will be linked down below as usual. Have a wonderful, wonderful Easter. Be safe, be happy, eat lots of chocolate, and remember to live, laugh, love, because when life gets hard, just roll it in glitter. Bye guys.